Hello, this is Teacher Marco once again from phuketpals. I want to welcome you to this GED Social Studies screencast. Today, I'd like to talk to you about um, another GED hot topic, and it is about prohibition. Now, if you noticed, the screencasts that I have been posting lately are all about the 1920s. So, if you haven't checked them out, please go ahead and subscribe in this channel and go ahead and check the videos. Again, don't forget to share it, okay? Because it will help us help more people like you. So, what is prohibition? So prohibition was a period of time when it was illegal to sell or make alcoholic beverages like beer, wine, and liquor. When did it start? So throughout the early 1900s, there was a movement called the temperance movement that tried to stop people from drinking alcohol. People who joined this movement believed that alcohol was a leading cause in the destruction of families and moral corruption. So during World War One, President Woodrow Wilson put an end to the manufacture of alcoholic drinks in order to ration grain that was needed for food. So this gave the temperance movement a lot of momentum, and on January 29, 1919, the 18th Amendment was ratified, making alcoholic drinks illegal in the United States. So there's the surface of bootleggers. Now, what are bootleggers? So despite the new law, many people still wanted to have alcoholic drinks. So people that made alcohol and smuggled it into cities or to bars were called bootleggers. Some bootleggers sold homemade whiskey called moonshine or bathtub gin. So bootleggers would often have modified cars to help them outrun the federal agents trying to catch them. Also, we have speakeasies. So in many cities, a new type of secret establishment began to spring up, and it's called the speakeasy. So speakeasy sold illegal alcoholic beverages. They usually bought the alcohol from bootleggers. And there were lots of speakeasies in most towns throughout the United States. They became a major part of the American culture in the 1920s, right? So, um, but you might ask, teacher, but they're drinking, so there's still alcohol. Yeah, but 18th Amendment is more specific on making, all right, making alcoholic drinks. All right, so some establishment like speakeasies still sell alcohol during this time. Now, also the rise of organized crime. So selling illegal alcoholic drinks became a very profitable business for organized crime groups. So one of the most famous gangster of the time was Al Capone of Chicago. So historians estimate that his crime business made as much as $60 million a year selling alcohol and running speakeasies. So there was a significant rise in violent gang crimes during the Prohibition years. Imagine that, $60 million in the 1920s. So after that, you know, Prohibition comes to an end. So by the end of the 1920s, people began to realize that Prohibition wasn't working. People were still drinking alcohol, but crime had increased dramatically. So, other negative effects include people drinking stronger alcohol because it was cheaper to smuggle, and the rise of the cost of running the local police department. So, when the Great Depression hit in the early 30s, people saw ending prohibition as an opportunity to create jobs and to raise taxes from legally sold alcohol. So in 1933, the 21st Amendment was ratified that repealed the 18th Amendment, and that ended the prohibition. Now, I have a GED question here, a very easy GED test question. Um, and you will eventually, maybe if you will take the test, you might encounter these types of question. So, because of this lecture, I'm sure you will be able to answer this one quickly. All right. So, which is not an effect of prohibition? A. There was disrespect for the law. B. Bootlegging occurred. C. There was wartime hostility toward German American brewers. And D. There was a growth of organized crime. Three of which I was able to discuss a while back. So, what are those? That's A, B, and D. And one effect that I didn't mention was letter C, which is not really an effect of prohibition. Okay, so if you were able to answer letter C, congratulations, you have the right answer. So I hope that I was able to enlighten you about the prohibition era in the United States. And thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share the videos that we have in this channel. Thank you so much. And again, this is Teacher Marco. Have a good day.